Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. How are you all doing today? We have all gone through a very intense month of May with so many retrogrades happening and then the full moon eclipse in Scorpio that happened. This lunar eclipse must have brought up a lot of shadows for everyone. I know it has been very difficult for myself also and for many people around me who have spoken to. It has been a very difficult week. So I hope you all have recovered. You are all feeling fine and much better as the energies have become lighter now since yesterday. You may still not be 100% okay, but there are many lessons that you have learned and we are all recovering and recuperating as Mercury is going retrograde while I speak today. So let us see what June is bringing for us. Trust me, there is not going to be any respite in this energy in the month of June because from 1st June, Mars will be transiting into the sign of Cancer, which is directly opposite to Capricorn. And remember, Saturn went retrograde on 23rd May, so it is bang opposite the retrograde Saturn. Cancer is a very watery and emotional sign, we all know that. It is also the sign of the home environment. And the fiery Mars, which is the divine masculine embodiment or the warrior embodiment, feels very debilitated or weak in the sign of Cancer. And opposite it, aspecting the retrograde Saturn, is also weakened because of its retrograde motion. So this month may feel like driving a car with the handbrakes on, not moving forward, dragging forward, pushing forward. Mars, the planet of passion and energy, is feeling very weak. Saturn, who's the disciplinarian, the karma planet, the strict teacher who pushes us to move forward, is also retrograde and weak. It will take a lot of motivation and a lot of strength to move forward at this time. Then we will have on June 10th the new moon, which will happen in Taurus in the Mrigashira Nakshatra. This will be a major solar eclipse when the Sun, Moon, and the Rahu are joined in the sign of Taurus. This will again create an environment of obstruction and obscurement and possible confusions. Mercury will be in its retrograde motion and it will be in the mix. It is going back into Taurus on 4th of June to enter this mix that is happening there. So we could all be experiencing a big feeling of instability, unexpected changes or events that may cause significant delays in our life or temporary stallings, or just our projects suddenly come to a stop, our relationships may come to a breakup or stop, no, our job may be in a limbo, our projects may be in a limbo if you were expecting a contract or order or a project, expect to face some delays in that. This is also not a good time to, during Mercury retrograde, to invest your money here and there. Be careful, be conservative about spending your money. The Sun will transit into the sign of Gemini on June 14th and it will remain there till July 16th. Gemini is the mental sign, the sign of thinking. So we may be thinking about the storms that have recently passed us or that have happened in our lives, the storms that are still brewing in our lives, in our job situations, in our projects, in our contracts, in our homes, in our relationships. Everything has been very stormy during the eclipse times. So when Sun moves into Gemini, it will be help in reorganizing, reconnecting and editing our forward motion, our plans that we had for our life. We will relook at them. We will relook at our projects, our jobs, our relationships and the plans we had for them for a future, we will relook and try to re-evaluate, do they really mean that much? Do the path we had chosen, does it really matter anymore? The relationships we had, do they really matter anymore? Are they that important in our life? And we might decide to refocus our attention, refocus our energy in a new direction and reorganize everything. The confusion, the destruction that the storms have left behind within ourselves and around us. This will be a good time to clear that debris, clean that path, clean that situation, clean your heart, and start new. Start building anew. I always say it is good. Destruction is a very good thing. When everything gets destroyed, then we have space to create something new, right? Time to reorganize your mind, your heart, and reevaluate where you can start rebuilding anew. This will be a good time to revive our old projects that we have shared. It will be a good time to reorganize our workspaces, to edit what we have written or done in our past, and to reboot our life once again, to start building anew. On June 20th, Jupiter is also going retrograde and it will remain retrograde till October 17th. It is in Aquarius, it will retrograde in Aquarius, then in the month of September it will enter Capricorn and interact with Saturn and then come back on October 17th. It will move forward and again in November it will enter the sign of Aquarius. So Jupiter and Saturn in retrograde motion during all the summer months may surprise us at how things are progressing. Some issues that we may have had anxiety about and thought it would never move forward will move forward very easily and quickly. And what we thought would grow quickly and easily, we could find obstruction and become stunted. Because when the major planets Jupiter and Saturn are in retrograde motion, we can never predict how they will react or what effect they are going to give us. Remember, all the effects will be majorly shown in the house where these planets are placed in your horoscope. Then Venus transits into Cancer on June 22nd and it will remain in Cancer till July 16th. When Venus will move out of Gemini and into Cancer, it will be a quick transit, not too long, and she moves in conjunction with the fiery Mars, who is also occupying Cancer at this time. Venus will catch up with Mars at 26 degrees of Cancer on July 12th, after which the two will travel together into Leo. So between June 22nd and August 11th, we will see this conjunction of Venus and Mars, the divine masculine and divine feminine, moving together through the signs of Cancer and Leo. They will be together, so we may expect some dance there of our masculine and feminine energies within us. Some balance or some interaction that will come within us of our masculine and feminine energies. If we have been too emotional and too triggered and too cranky and too sensitive in the last few days, or we have been too aggressive and too logical and too egoistic, we will find a balance between the two because our masculine and feminine energies will be coming together. So we should meditate a lot at this time to attain that balance and get the answers within us. Then Mercury will go direct in Taurus on June 22nd. All these retrogrades and the eclipses together with strong Rahu have surely brought up within all of us those flaws and weaknesses. All of them have been revealed within ourselves, within others, within our projects, our jobs, our relationships, what was not working for us, what was wrong there, how we were behaving in a bad way, how the other person has not been behaving fairly with us, where we have been compromising, where someone else has been compromising, and where we have been unfair, where someone else has been unfair, where we have been wrong, where our inner child is getting triggered, where our issues of abandonment, our issues of rejection have been activated, and where we are behaving out of our old childhood wounding and pains and traumas, that all may have been brought up because of the eclipse. So when Mercury move directing Taurus, it will help us get a pause there from that upheaval. This Mercury direct will help us get more peace and help us get more grounded in this very unstable and confusing environment. So it may be a very good time to assess and analyze yourself, your resources, your projects, your plans, and think about what you want in the short term and in the long term. Your goals, your dreams, reassess, reevaluate. Do they really mean something? Do they don't mean anything? What you wanted, that may have changed. What you were valued may have changed. What you didn't value may have changed. So you have been changed somewhere in this eclipse season. And now you have to reassess and reevaluate everything within your life. What you want and which direction do you want to take your life. So this will be a good time to do that. Then finally we have a full moon happening in the sign of Sagittarius on June 24 in the nakshatra Moola. This full moon is fostering an environment where our high hopes may actually play out in positive direction. Sagittarius is a sign of freedom, traveling and dharma. Currently Sagittarius is receiving a lot of positive energy and support from Jupiter and Ketu. As ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter and ruler of Moola Nakshatra is Ketu. In this full moon we will get the benefit of Jupiter and Ketu, which will help us to detach, to be free and to move forward and expand. So let us see now what the cards have to say for us for the month of June. Hello my dear Virgos, welcome to my channel. Welcome to your tarot card reading for the month of June. I would suggest you see your sun, moon and rising to get a bigger and clearer picture about your energies for you. So let us see what energy will the month of June bring for my dear Virgos. What energy will the month of June bring? What energies will the month of June bring? We have gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Wow Virgos, the universe is opening its gates of triumph for you. Success and abundance is coming your way. You have been struggling in your life. I know many Virgos who have been going through very difficult times, a lot of hardships for the last few months or years actually have been very difficult. Finally, you can taste success in this month. You will see expansion and growth in your life at this time. A lot of success coming to you in your work, in your life, in your situations, job, relationships. Overall, you will find success everywhere in your life. A good time for you, Virgos. Good energy coming in for you. Let's see how the month of June will be for your money and career. You have Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So I feel here that there is something that has been hurting you a lot in your career. Maybe the job you're doing is not giving you satisfaction. It's not up to your caliber, or it's your boss is very aggressive and hurting you, or the boss is being very harsh with you, or your colleagues don't support you, or your subordinates don't listen to you. There has been a lot of pain in your job situation. You are very unhappy and you are feeling very sad and depressed about it. But new beginnings are coming to you. The Knight of Rods is energy to move forward. It could also be someone who will help you move forward. It could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who could come and help you, take you forward. You will move forward, and the Knight of Rods moves quickly. He's a fast knight, not slow not as fast as the Swords Knight, but quite faster than the Cups and the Pentacles Knight. So he will take you forward, you will quickly move forward. Another advice here would be that you need to be more in your element, you need to bring more passion into your work, and you need to bring more energy and drive into yourself. That will help you get out of this hurtful situation and move forward in your life. So let us see how it will affect your home and family at this time. How will the month of June affect your home and family? and you have the Eight of Cups. So you are definitely moving away from an unhealthy situation in your life. You also have the Three of Swords here, so you may be leaving a third party situation, or you may be walking away from unhealthy work area, unhealthy home area, unhealthy relationship, something that is bringing a lot of emotional disbalance into you, something that is not emotionally satisfying for you, that is making you sad, depressed. You are moving away from it. But remember, after the Eight of Cups comes the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. So you are moving into your wish fulfillment. There may be mountains currently that are there in front of your vision. You may feel it's a very difficult task, it is dark, and you may get scared to move forward. You may think it's better to stay here, at least there's light here. But if you keep moving forward and if you climb this mountain of obstacles, you will reach the Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. So let us see what new doors are opening for my dear Virgos in the month of June. And you have the Seven of Rods. You have been defending something in your life. You're on top of the hill already. You have been defending and fighting for something in your life, but you have not actually got it. But remember, success is coming for you. You may finally get the success that you're wanting and fighting for. Or for some of you, I'm also getting that you have never stood up for what you wanted in your life. You have never stood up for this disbalance. You have never mentioned that there's a disbalance. You have never told anyone that you are not happy in this situation. You have never told anyone what you wanted in your life. You have never told anyone how they make you feel, or what you are feeling, or what you want, what you dream, what are your passions, what is your life about. You have never shared anything about you. You have never expressed your needs, your desires to people. You have always just accepted what was given to you, and now you are ready to take a stand and defend, fight for what you need in your life. You are ready to stand up for that success that you know is coming to you, that you deserve. You have the success card, right? So you are ready to stand up and fight for that. And one thing I've seen in life, unless we don't fight for what we want, then we have to learn to live without it. So you are now deciding that you're not going to learn to live without it. You're going to fight for it, and you're going to put up a fight for your dreams and your wishes and your goals. So let us see what cycles will end in your life at this time. And we have the Justice card. So there has been a disbalance in your life, or you have been constantly trying to maintain a balance and it is going haywire, it's not coming. So you may end a situation, or you may end a relationship, go the legal way. Justice is also the card of going legal for divorce. So some of you, it may apply to some of you. Remember, everyone's situation is different. Some of you may decide to go for a divorce. There are two cards of walking away, and there's one card about standing up for yourself. So you may decide to stand up for yourself, walk away from a relationship, go the legal way, take the divorce, initiate the divorce, and you will end that relationship and that cycle of disbalance and disharmony in your life. Emotional emptiness that you are having here, the emotional disbalance that you're having, you will walk away from it and you will go the legal way for it. Alright, so let us see what good change it will bring within you, what good attribute of yours will be highlighted during the month of June. You have Messiah, serving humanity with humility. So you will learn to be humble, you will learn to help others, to serve others. Maybe you have been too much in the ego, you have been too engrossed in the belief that you are the only one that can save the world, or you are the one that is entitled to all the success and everything. And now you will realize, no, you have a lot to give people, and you have to give it humility. You can't be arrogant about it, you can't be egoistic about it. You have to serve always with humility. When you get a chance to serve, I always say that when you give people something, even if it's on the road, if someone is outside your car on the signal and you give money to a change to a beggar, rather than expecting thank you from them, you should say thank you to them. I always join my hands and say thank you to them, because they are there to take something from you and the universe has made you capable of giving something to someone. When you're giving something to anybody, whether it is financial help, whether it's mental, emotional, spiritual resources or help, always give with humbleness, with humility, that God has given you something that you can give to others, that God has made you capable enough to give something to others, that there is someone who is there to take. Today we want to give people and we don't have anyone to give, right? We can't go out and find people to give, take something from us. Always be humble while giving. Always keep your eyes down, not expect others to be thankful or be humble about receiving. Of course they will be, but you also need to be humble about giving. So let us see what shadow of yours will be heightened at this time. And you have Prince. Using power for self-aggrandizement. Are you using your power for yourself, for fulfilling your own desires, needs, for making yourself bigger than you actually are, to fan your ego, to fan your arrogance and sitting on your high horse and giving, coming from that place of entitlement that I deserve this, I deserve that, you should behave like this with me, you should do this to me, you should give me this, you should behave like this with me. But not giving anything in return, just taking, not giving anything to others. So it's time for now for you to start giving others, and that too with humility. Get off your high horse and start giving. So let us see how this will affect our love and relationships. The month of June, how will it affect our love and relationships? We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So maybe you are in love with someone who's from a different religion or has some different belief systems, who doesn't comply with yours, and that has caused a lot of differences between you. That has caused a lot of agony and challenges in your relationship. So you will need to reconsider your religious beliefs and your spiritual beliefs. Look at them again. See where you are not right, where you are coming from ego, or where you're carrying out outmoded, outdated beliefs, where you are being rigid and stuck up in your thought process, and where you can come out of it and come on a middle path with each other. So let us see what guidance and advice is coming for our dearly Virgos during this month of June. What guidance and advice is coming? You have hold your vision, the fixed mode. So if you have been having a dream or vision that you want to fulfill, but it is very difficult and it is not happening, at this time you're going through problems. These religious factors are causing your relationship to suffer. Even your attitude of this prince and it is causing you to suffer. The universe is saying hold your vision, it will be fulfilled, but you need to take the right path. You need to be humble, you need to go within and learn your lessons. Success will come to you. Remember, we got the success card right at the beginning. So success will come to you. Just hold your vision, learn the lessons, keep moving forward on your path. Let's see advice from the angels. What do the angels want to say to you? The angels say you are ready. You are ready. You have learned your lessons. You are mentally, emotionally, financially ready to take the leap of faith. You are ready to move forward in your life. You are ready to make those changes. You are ready to go through that legal process. You are ready to move away from difficult situations in your life. You are ready. Take that action, take that leap of faith and move forward. Because success is there for you. You got the energy of success right at the beginning of the reading. So take action, move forward, hold your vision and keep moving forward and you will get success. So the blessing coming to you, my Virgos, is the blessing on the children. If you have been having problems with your children, or if you have been having problem having a child, the universe is blessing you with children for your future. You will connect with children, some of you who are looking to conceive a child may conceive a child, or you may adopt a child, or you may give birth to a child, or you may find love and support with children around you. You may start teaching children, you may start helping children, or you may develop a good relationship with your children, those who already have children. So you are being blessed with children at this time. It could also be that your inner child is healed at this time. Your inner child that was suffering, that was in trauma, going through difficulties and hardships, living in that fears and insecurity, that may be healed. That can also be, is what I'm getting from this, with this unicorn also here. I feel somewhere you are receiving a lot of healing for your inner child, and your inner child wounds and traumas will get healed at this time, and that will help you come out of your darkness, and you will be ready to move forward towards a new beginning in your life and towards success. Wow, Virgos, wonderful reading for you. I hope you liked it. If you did, do like, share, subscribe, and thank you so much for being here. Take care. Bye bye.